welcome to another episode of Thinky Chair Corner Time. This is my Thinky Chair, and this is my Thinky Tea. Oh my god, that is absurdly delectable pondering. That shouldn't even be legal to sell. Just hold on. Oh, Earl Grey, how you seduce me. Now what we're here to ponder today are gifts. There are exactly two kinds of gifts. Gifts that you want, and gifts that you don't want. Now, no matter the significance or lack thereof in a gift, they will always fall into one of these two categories. Here's an example. Little Susie asked for a doll for her birthday. Little Susie received a doll. Little Susie wanted this gift. Little Billy asked for a skateboard for his birthday. Little Billy received Scarlet, the sequel to Gone with the Wind. Little Billy did not want this gift. Now obviously it's not always this simple. Susie isn't always going to ask for a doll, and Billy isn't always going to ask for a skateboard, or really ask about his gifts at all, under the assumption that he's going to continue to receive Margaret Mitchell novels. But gifts will always be part of the continuity of their lives. So now in this understanding of gifts, I think it's time for Unfortunate Childhood Story Time with Andrew Bravner. So when I was about 6 or 7 years old, around 1st or 2nd grade, somewhere in there, this was during Christmas time, I had asked for a Sega Genesis. Okay, this was the system of the time. Everybody was getting it. And I think my parents were becoming a little concerned with the company that I was keeping. Now, I'm not talking about like troubled individuals or anything like that. Just, I had surrounded myself, I don't know why, but completely with girls. I didn't have any guy friends. It was kind of strange. And so this Christmas, I did not receive a Sega Genesis or even a Super Nintendo or anything even remotely close to that. I received a dress and an instructional video on ballet. This was probably the most confusing Christmas of my life thus far. And I was forced to parade around in this dress. And when I think about it, it's just the internal scars that I have begin to open again. So even though this wasn't the most clever gesture to encourage me to surround myself in some form of testosterone, the instructional video actually had a pretty significant role in my life. I learned that, you know, not only can it increase your dexterity, but also your all-around ability to play hockey, which I love, since I'm from Canada, where hockey is a big sport. Because I'm in Canada. Fooled you. I'm not actually Andrew Bravner, and I know it was a pretty accurate portrayal, but I actually have blonde hair, so not really sure how you missed that, and this isn't even a real Starbucks mug. So, might need to get your eyes checked. Just a suggestion. But my name is Cohenism, and basically what I do on my channel is I have philosophical and political discussions with my friend Cohenism. Yeah, don't call us friends, because we're not friends. Well, you're in all my videos, so yeah, and I basically serve to make you look like an idiot, so, well, debatable. Not really. No. So generally what we do is we have discussions about, you know, like current events. When have we ever had a single discussion on a current event? Well, think about it. Okay, we had a discussion on time travel, and technically time is always current. You know, no matter what time you're in, it's always current. And then we discussed American politics. And okay, it wasn't really a discussion on American politics so much as it was you butchering the English language. Well, it's not, it was basically offensive to watch. Okay, so current events might not be totally accurate, but, you know, we'll just talk about whatever, you know, we have an interest in. Okay, we don't share a single interest. What are you even talking about? Well, I mean, you've sat through the videos, and responded to what I had to say.
Yeah, completely out of pity and basically to entertain your stupidity.
Well, I thought, because we're...
Don't say it, okay? Because we're not friends. It's getting pathetic. I mean, I have no idea how you even associate with people.